This don't miss.
No, he's good.
That don't miss, man.
He's good.
In the heat of battle, he don't miss.
No.
In the heat of controversy, he don't miss.
No.
Meanwhile,
बोले तो अपन की खोपड़ी में कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा है बाप. What is this?
With the Jawan preview causing absolute pandemonium and it finally being the right blend and combination of creators across states that we all envisioned for Hindi cinema, several theories were being flung around to try and dissect what may be the storyline of Jawan. I absolutely love the fact that the preview showcased so many sequences from the film that looked like a high-octane action saga but still gave away so little about the storyline. So let's get into two of the probable storylines that Jawan may follow based on the rushes that we have seen, and you also do write down in the comments below what you presumably think Jawan is going to focus on. The active discussion regarding the same is going to be wild in the comments below, so do chime in. Theory 1. The first theory is probably the simplest one, and it's more reflective of a pan-Indian release with little thought about the screenplay and more about capitalizing the pan-Indian appeal that is rampant today. The core of the theory stems from acknowledging the hypothetical that SRK is not in a double role in this movie. So if we take into consideration the same, one can assume that Deepika Padukone will play Shah Rukh Khan's mother, who gets falsely imprisoned by the antagonist played by Vijay Sethupathi. Shah Rukh is born in an all-female prison and becomes the beacon of hope to exact revenge against the antagonist when he grows up. Becoming an officer, he aims to crack down on the illegal activities of the antagonist and make his life hell, only to be almost at the brink of death during a mission. The antagonist would assume that his life is peaceful now that his main threat has been eliminated, only to reveal that he is just gearing up for his master plan with his all-female army. When the ultimate face-off does take place and Atlee's magic gets integrated with a Talapati Vijay climax, all hell will break loose as Sethupathi would not know what hit him, ultimately surrendering to the monstrosity that just does not back down. While this theory takes the shape of being highly simplistic, I think what would interest most of you is the second one, so listen up. Theory 2. So Atlee has a tendency to integrate double or triple roles in his commercial films. In Theri and Bigil, Vijay has a double role, and in Marcel he has a triple role. There is a genuine curiosity in Atlee to explore the potential of the different shades that can be explored with the same actor, but more importantly, he loves to explore the dynamic of a father and son. With the various looks that are presented in the preview, one can run with the theory that Shah Rukh Khan may be playing a double role, a son and a father. In an article written 3 years ago by Himesh Mankad, he had written that the characters being played by Shah Rukh Khan are an investigating officer and a criminal respectively, and they may come at loggerheads with one another. So a theory may be that SRK is a soldier that gets cheated by the system and in a deadly mission gets severely injured. This may be the frame where SRK experiences severe injuries and has to go in hiding until he hatches the perfect plan in causing absolute carnage with his female army. The plan to hijack the train and the manic energy he is bringing to cause chaos would ultimately lead to a face-off and revelation that the son is on the other side of the law. A frame reminiscent of Fan may just appear as the law-abiding and honorable son goes head-to-head with a father who has lost faith in the system. While this theory does sound great on paper, it almost nullifies the existence of Vijay Sethupathi as the antagonist, making me wonder about his role. Is he a person of influence who screws over SRK because of which he goes rogue? Is it the case of a decision that he made which makes SRK lose his wife played by Deepika Padukone and ultimately the motive becomes about revenge? I guess we will have to find out. But this is one of the theories of a father-son saga where SRK plays a double role and both are on either sides of the law. Something explored in the 1986 movie Aakhri Rasta. If you look at the 1986 film, which is a remake of a Tamil film directed by Bharti Raja, the film focuses on a loyal servant who loses his wife due to the atrocities committed by the boss he looked up to as his mentor. He hands over his newborn son's responsibility to his friend and gets falsely imprisoned. Upon release after 24 years, he only has one goal in mind: revenge. But his son has become an IPS officer in the process. Will the father and son come in conflict with each other, or will blood prevail over law and order? That would be an interesting saga to see unfold, especially if Jawan is going to focus on that. Let me also know your theories in the comments below. Moving on from Jawan, I really had to talk to you about the marketing snippets put out there for Bawaal because I have so many questions, and I can say this with absolute conviction that I haven't seen a glimpse of a film that has confused me so much in years. When the teaser of Bawaal dropped, everyone fell in love with the track sung by Arijit Singh and were extremely curious about how they are going to integrate the Holocaust in the screenplay. But with the trailer, it resulted in more confusion than intrigue as everyone got confused about the tonality of this film. Introduced as Ajju Bhaiya, Varun Dhawan is playing a history teacher who is extremely concerned about his image and what others think of him. The pitch of the film starts off as a light-hearted story of a dim-witted man who is slightly incompetent at his job and falls head over heels for a girl, Nisha, played by Janhvi Kapoor. This leads to marriage and an ultimate trip to Europe for their honeymoon, and this is where the film takes a dark turn with the dialogues referencing World War II that baffled and confused me more than anything else, especially when they enter Germany, referenced as Hitler ka Sheher. The movie showcases sequences of conflict within their marriage side by side with the atrocities of war. It presumably shows the characters visiting a concentration camp and being overwhelmed by the inhumane acts that were committed there. Varun's image consciousness is constantly referenced, and for some reason he describes Janhvi as a defected piece. They don't sleep in the same bed, the visuals of the World War carry on, and everyone started to wonder what this film is about, especially being a head scratcher as the dialogue states, "Hum sab bhi to thode Hitler jaise hi hain." I actually started formulating theories that were too far-fetched, that Varun Dhawan might be having parallels with Leonardo DiCaprio's character from Shutter Island, and maybe imagining the existence of himself in World War II. But if I manage my expectations, it almost seems like the film, much like Rang De Basanti, will reference these historical sequences and create a connection with their current circumstances. A literal war and its atrocities will be drawing parallels with one's marriage and their individual demons. It really is a mammoth task to take up, especially when some of the most nuanced subjects are being attempted in this film and they can easily come across as tone deaf or irresponsible. Is Varun suffering from severe delusions in the film? Is Janhvi unable to bear children? Is that why she is described as defected? Is it just going to be an exploration of oneself as the couple empathizes with the grave situation and result of war? This may be the only trailer in years that has made people formulate the wildest theories, and I really don't know whether it's a good thing or a bad thing because I really don't know what we are signing up for on 21st of July. And that was the video, guys. Write down in the comments below what do you think are the probable theories and stories for Jawan and Bawaal. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handle's right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.